I lost 30,000 ringgit in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. And that is after I sold about 25% of my portfolio at the top, and then I bought the dip, which kept dipping and dipping and dipping. But you know, I'm okay. Jokes aside, even though it is just paper loss and I have not lost any of my initial capital because I have been holding for quite a while now, it still hurts pretty bad. Simply because sometimes you ask yourself like, oh, you know, why didn't I sell at the top? If I sold at the top, I would have like this amount, right? That's like 10,000 mix and match at McDonald's.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
It also doesn't help that rumors are flying around everywhere. Tesla is going to sell their Bitcoin holdings. China is going to ban crypto. Despite everything, as a long-term investor, I am still not going to sell anything. And in fact, I've actually bought more, and I'll tell you what I bought at the end of this video. And I'm also hoping that this video will be able to help clear a few misconceptions up and also help you to better decide whether we are moving to a crypto bear market or a crypto winter that happens to the crypto community once every few years, or we're going to hit more all-time highs this year and the bull market has not ended yet. Let's breathe in, breathe out, and smash that like button, subscribe, and also click on the notification button for more content like this. Just so if you guys didn't know, we just hit 500 subscribers and I just want to thank all of you guys for this. Thank you. On to the video. The first reason for why the market just dipped like crazy is simply because there was a huge increase in the price in a very short amount of time. Just about a month ago, Ethereum shot up from $1,500 to $4,500 and XRP shot up by 7x in 1.5 months. If you think about it, that is crazy. And soon enough, the fear and greed index was off the charts. Ultimately, people that have seen huge gains will choose to take profits, and this leads to a huge drop in price. The market enters 10 stages of depression. So we start off at euphoria, where everybody thinks that they're going to be a millionaire, and then after that we move towards complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, and depression. And then the cycle continues. We move into disbelief. So every time the market goes down during a bull cycle, it's called a correction. It's called correction simply because it's just not realistic for the price to go up in such a short amount of time, right? You gotta give it time to go up. And if it's overly inflated, something is wrong. So that's why it's called correction. It comes back and it goes up again, comes back and it goes up again. That's how it should be. The second reason is because of this guy. So Tesla has simply stopped accepting Bitcoin due to environmental issues, and I don't blame them simply because Tesla does stand for environmental and clean energy. But then he goes on to do this, right? So here's where it gets interesting. He then tweeted this, and then everybody started panicking simply because they thought that Tesla is about to sell their Bitcoin holdings. And if Tesla were to sell their Bitcoin holdings, all of the other major companies will start selling their Bitcoin as well. And so everyone started panic selling as well. Here's the thing though, Tesla hasn't sold a single Bitcoin and they've only sold about 10% of their holdings before the crash just to prove liquidity. A lot of people were also quite worried about the unstable price of crypto simply because if Elon Musk can just tweet from America and say that, oh, this is not very good, and the prices will just go down, so that's not a very stable or solid foundation, isn't it? But you gotta remember something though, when your XRP shoots up from 1 ringgit to 7 ringgit in such a short amount of time, what that means is that there are a lot of new investors in the whole space. The point that I'm trying to make here is that the market will need time to mature and will need time to realize and understand that you can't always just listen to a celebrity or an influencer to make any of your crypto decisions. Don't take it from me, take it from this guy, the co-founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin.
But you know, Elon Musk tweeting is something that the crypto space has only been introduced to for the first time, like literally, last year and this year. So I think it's reasonable to expect a bit of craziness, but I do think that the markets will learn that Elon is not gonna have this influence forever.
The last reason is probably the scariest reason of all the reasons that I have mentioned, and this news is the news of China banning crypto. This is scary simply because China owns the most crypto and they also have the largest buying power. So what that means is that if China actually bans crypto, prices are just going to fall like crazy, right? But do you guys also know that China banned crypto in 2013? They also banned crypto in 2017, then they banned crypto in 2018, and then they banned crypto in 2021. And if you look in the data, you'll notice that despite all of the many bans that we have had in China, the mining activities of the whole world, 65% of it is still being owned by China. That is simply because of two things. The first reason is because they have very cheap electricity, and the second reason is simply because you don't have to import any of the machines because they were all made in China. I mean, what isn't made in China nowadays, right? So crypto has been here for about 10 years now. Have you ever wondered why China has never once banned the proper ownership of crypto and the trading between individuals of crypto? Yeah, think about that. I have my suspicions, but I don't want to get there because yeah. Another thing that I want to talk about is that every single time that China talks about banning something, they're talking about the banning of the mining section of crypto. But you have to realize that crypto is a decentralized asset. There are actually 5 pillars of decentralization, because not only do you have miners, but you also have developers, you also have your nodes, you also have your users, and you also have your businesses that keep the whole system afloat. Okay, so here's the fun part. Are we entering a bear market, or are we about to hit more all-time highs? But before we talk about this topic, I do want to say that no one can really predict the market. And I see a lot of graphs and charts nowadays, there's also like the Wyckoff and things like that. But what I can tell you is that coming from a banking industry, charts can only predict that much. It's like a piece of art, everyone can just take out what they want to take out from the certain graph. So I don't really trust graphs that much. When it comes to Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever that's actually going up, it's never a smooth graph like this. It usually looks more something like this. Let's talk about 2017's bull market run, for example. Let's use Bitcoin this time, right? So in total, Bitcoin pushed up by 1,325% in 2017 itself, but it wasn't just a smooth transition. There were about 5 to 6 crashes along the way, right? So in January, it crashed by 34.12%. In March, it crashed by 29.7%. In June, it crashed by 39.4%. In September, it crashed by 39.96%. And in November, it crashed by 30.35%. Guess how many crashes that we've gone through so far in 2021? 2! Only 2, and everyone is already freaking out. The unfortunate thing is that we are so focused on the bad news, we are not looking at the good news. So let's talk about the good news for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Let's talk about Bitcoin first. Bitcoin is about to go through a long-awaited Taproot upgrade that is going to improve privacy, scalability, and also security. Ethereum, on the other hand, is going to go through EIP 1559, a proof-of-stake mechanism that will not only be burning supply but will also be reducing energy consumption by about 99%. And ETH 2.0, the ultimate scaling solution, is just around the corner. I have actually made an in-depth video on Ethereum, and it's a really good video. I personally think it's a really good video. I showed it to Shed Sadek, he really liked it too, so you can kind of look at that.
This video is busting! Sheesh!
XRP also had a really good run, and nobody is celebrating these wins, and everyone's just looking at the terrible price. XRP, on the other hand, is getting win after win against the SEC. Ripple is so confident that it has even announced that it would be going public after settling the SEC lawsuit. Lastly, despite the SEC lawsuit, Ripple is partnering with the Egyptian Central Bank. My current strategy right now is to actually dollar cost average every single month. I recently bought about 1,000 ringgit worth of Ethereum when Ethereum's price was at the bottom at 8,000 ringgit. Now, I have said many things, and I wish I could validate whatever it is that I have said, but I can unfortunately only leave you with 2 things. Here's the Bitcoin price chart since 2010 and where everyone is projecting the price to go to around 2024. Is this accurate? No one is for sure, but it is what we have right now. And the second thing that I'm going to leave you guys with is a quote by Mark Cuban. It's like the early days of the internet, brand new, no one really knows what it's going to be. A lot of projections. When we were starting AudioNet, that turned into broadcast.com. I can't tell you how many times everybody said, internet broadcasting? There's no chance. I don't need this internet craziness to do this. And a lot of people thought we were crazy. And that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to also click on the notification button for more content like this. Please also stay safe. As of the making of this video, the number of cases is already somewhere around 7,000 cases in Malaysia. So please stay safe. And also, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.